Good evening. Tonight we read in 1 Corinthians 14 and Proverbs 14. So, yeah, that in Corinthians, the chapter was about like two things. It was about speaking so everybody can understand you, like the different languages. And the other part was like, I think it's like the main point was maintaining the order in different worship services. And I got some from each part. Like in the first part, I don't know. I guess now I want to learn another language. It made me want to learn Spanish or something, or some other language. But also, not just actual language, like knowing that you'll be able to because since I want to be a teacher, I want to be able to understand like the different students, and I'm probably not going to be needed in a white school where most of the students are already well off, and I would probably be better off helping the black students, since that's like what I know and that's what I come from, and I'll be able to relate to them. And you can better teach. Like, you don't need these young white women teachers in these black schools. They don't even understand like what these kids are going through. So, and the kids can't even really respect them. So you have to understand them first. So that's why I think like the education system needs a lot more help, and they need more black people, especially black men, teaching the kids, because they will respect them, and I don't know, they can understand, I guess.
Yeah, they can relate to you.
Yeah.
We were just talking about that in the class that I was in, virtual class. There were only like 3 men on the call, and the other 16 people were females, and we were talking about the plight of the community, and we were talking about substance abuse and just the whole elements as far as temptation and ways to offer family and school intervention. Yeah, we had a great discussion, but of course, the ladies, we just kept on da, 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 da. And then I was like, hold on. After an hour and a half, I was like, I'm not trying to put anyone in the spot, but can we hear from the men? Because they're the ones who are confronted with so much, a plethora of challenges, and they can relate to what's going on. And yeah, they spoke their heart, and it resonated with all of us. So there's such a need for the males to understand what the youth are going through, and you all could understand, to a certain extent, but then also there are just so many new issues going on. So that relates to verse 15. Whatever we do, whatever we seek to teach or whatever in the church or whatever setting, we want to have the Spirit and the understanding. We want to have a pure spirit. And it says, what is this then? I will pray with the Spirit, God's Spirit, and He will show us what to do and what to say and our motives. And I will pray with the understanding. And the same thing for singing. We should know what the lyrics are to a song, and should we really be singing the song, we should know about the meaning. I've always told him it's not about the numbers, not about the letters as far as the grades, but can you duplicate the knowledge so that you could teach someone else? So yeah, this chapter was all about understanding peace and order. And there's a scripture also where it says in verse 33, for God is not the author of confusion, but of peace. So He wants things to be done decently and in order, and that's in verse 40. All right, what about in Proverbs 14? Well, in verse 26, when you have the understanding, when you have the peace of God, when you have the order and the organization, then we have confidence to take on different initiatives and roles. And it says in verse 26, the promise is when we fear the Lord, when we respect Him, and we ask Him, how should we do this? Is this orderly? Is this of peace? Then we shall have strong confidence, and His children of all ages shall have a place of refuge, safety, protection. So let's seek the Lord, His will, His motives, and He'll be glorified.